Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there. Welcome back to the Peanut Butter and Triggered podcast. Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook, wow, with a free 30-day trial membership. Just go to audibletrial.com/PBT and browse the unmatched selection of audio programs. Wow. Download the trial free and start listening. It's literally that fucking easy. Go to audibletrial.com/PBT or else you're racist.
No, you're not.
That was actually pretty good.
Hello, I'm a co-host, Jacob, and I'm bringing you guys my two other hosts.
Scott,
Oh my god, it's Jay Eastwood. What's up? Jacob, you're never doing this again.
a bold move to let the boy have the reins.
I know.
He did a terrible job.
You're welcome, guys. See you next week.
Everyone, today we are talking about a few things, including our movie of the month, Dumb and Dumber, as put forward by our man Jay. We're going to talk a little bit of news and a little bit of a PDW. How are you boys doing?
I'm doing well. What about you?
Exquisite. What about you?
Doing not too terrible. Hey, anyone have a news story they'd like to talk about to open up this bad boy right here?
Well, I think we all have a little bit of news, right? Kobe Bryant died.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't hear.
You didn't hear the legend icon Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash?
Did you see that his wife posted a few hours ago?
I did.
Oh, I didn't actually. Can you fill me in?
Yeah, she posted about like thank you for like all the love and the outpouring of like support that people had been displaying, both players, fans alike, and she just said that they're gonna keep on trucking essentially.
Dude, that's so cool. Like, honestly, I was thinking if I was in her position, like, God, I don't know. I would feel maybe a little upset, like the fact of like I get it. All these people are really nice and supportive, but at the end of the day, like, all of this support isn't going to bring Kobe back. And I don't know, like, if somebody took somebody I love that much away, like she was 17 when they first met. Like, God, it's just like something you'll never get back. It's just so devastating that I don't know.
Yeah.
It's depressing. I was talking to I was thinking about it earlier today, and I was thinking there aren't many people who would die and get such an outpouring.
Yeah. Dude, I literally thought it sounds like a bad joke. Like, Jay literally turned to me and he was like, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. And I was like, dude, Kobe Bryant can't fucking die.
That's exactly what I thought too. Like, it's Kobe Bryant. He cannot die. You know, the thing that's super funny is that I was talking to somebody literally like minutes before I heard that Kobe Bryant died. And I was talking to him about like basketball teams. Like, oh, I'm a Lakers fan. I was like, wow, you guys have a really good team. He's like, yeah, but I don't like LeBron James. I love Kobe. And then, like, I stopped talking to him for a second because I had to go check on something. And then our friend Panda sent me a text message, screenshot from TMZ that said Kobe Bryant dead in a helicopter crash. I was like, no fucking way. And then I had to go tell the guy, and I was like, hey, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Kobe Bryant just died in a helicopter crash. And then, like, chill just shot up my spine as I said that because it didn't even seem real when I said it. And he was like, stop, are you kidding? I was like, no, dude, that's for real.
How long after did you say that to him? Did you say it to me? Because you were like kind of in the middle of working when you told me.
Yeah, dude, it was like minutes, like maybe 2 minutes.
That's crazy. Honestly, I wouldn't have known that you were. I thought you were trolling, but your face turned kind of red, so I was like, "Oh, dude, he's not kidding."
How long did you know, Jose, before I texted you?
Oh, I knew like immediately when it happened.
Because because I was working and my manager walked and said Kobe Bryant is dead, and I was like, huh.
Oh,
no,
well, not immediately. I can tell you the exact moment that I knew because Panda actually told me he was just at home like day off. I was like, what the fuck? It was Sunday at 11 a.m. It's
Sunday
crazy.
at 11. I guess I would know. I knew at well, what happened is I went and I told my buddy Jeremy, and I was like, Kobe Bryant died, dude. Helicopter. Just as I was walking by because we were busy, and he literally laughed. He's like, ha! I was like, no, seriously, he's dead. And he's like, ha! And he just walked into the back.
It sounds like a joke, really, because
Yeah,
he was famous for taking helicopters.
No, I was like, it's confirmed by TMZ and others, and he's like, TMZ, ha! And just like walked off.
That's another thing that makes it sound like too outrageous to be true, is that TMZ broke the story.
Yeah.
Before his wife even knew.
That's another thing that's crazy.
Is that happened before his wife knew?
Before they even confirmed that he was dead, they confirmed it.
I mean, you can kind of put two and two together. Like, nobody else has that 1991 whatever helicopter except for Kobe. It's like infamous for flying that.
Well, and the crazier thing is that like he was famous for like flying helicopters everywhere. And dude, did you guys see the footage? Somebody showed me, and that was really shocking.
That I don't know if that was real though.
Well,
Are you talking about the one I saw from our coworker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I'm not gonna say confirmed fake, but it's.
Are you talking about the one where it was the people like on the hillside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not it. That was a crash like in Dubai like 2 years ago.
Oh, that's still really graphic.
It's still
graphic.
like hard to watch though when you like think that it's Kobe, dude. You're just like, oh my, like literally through my head, I was like, oh my god, no.
Yeah, sucks.
Yeah, it's totally crazy. But anyway, yeah. Other than that news, do you guys anything else you'd like to talk about?
I tried to go watch
news
Cats, and it's not in any theaters. So sorry, guys, I couldn't watch Cats.
I know everyone was like really hoping for that review.
You know what? I honestly really did want to watch it because it is intriguing to find out like how bad it really is. I mean, sure you can read the reviews, and sure you can like see the clips, and sure you get the idea based off of like its stills and everything, but like you gotta watch it to see how bad it truly is.
It looks like a whole movie of those deep fakes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
I'll wait until it comes out. I'll watch it like immediately when it comes out on digital.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Like a pre-order it on Apple TV or something.
Yeah.
Is there any? I guess I'll start a little news that's kind of interesting. You guys familiar with the Unreal Engine?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So last year, I don't know if you guys remember watching the Super Bowl and how fucking terrible some of the graphics are. Like, they showed the graphics for a few Super Bowls ago. It showed, like, Tom Brady, and he was, like, a terrible, like, digital version of himself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah, this year, apparently, they're using the Unreal Engine, or at least Fox Sports is, to power a bunch of the graphics that will be shown during the broadcast. So it will be interesting. Whatever graphics you see will be in the Unreal Engine, so... I mean, it'll be as good or as bad as their I guess, devs are. But I'm interested to see it. They always go all out with their football packages and stuff, so it's always interesting to see what they do. Yeah, and do you guys have any news at all you'd like to talk about?
The DLC for the Joker finally came out on Mortal Kombat.
I've been awaiting your review on that.
So
I didn't watch the IGN one. I was like, I need to hear Jay's.
So I haven't played it yet because it just came out today and I had to work today. But I've been up to date on like the different variations. A lot of his costumes are kind of like
better than they used to be.
No, I mean they updated his look so he doesn't look like a 17-year-old kid doing cosplay. But it still seems a little unfinished. It's too polished. His character intro, whenever he starts a match, it's kind of, I don't know. It just seems kind of what's the word? It just seems kind of stale and contrived, you know? Because he cuts his thumb open with a knife and then smears it on his lips, so he doesn't like wear like makeup in that regard.
Weird.
And I don't know. He's too like laughy and chuckly and stuff, and it's the Joker. I get it, but it's also kind of it just the whole thing feels contrived. So we'll see what my gameplay reactions are, but the costume it still feels unfinished, and the move set is actually good, and the fatalities are pretty cool.
Do you think I think the look of it is at least a little bit better. Like from what I've seen from watching you watch videos, it doesn't look nearly as bad though.
Still a lot better, I will say that.
Like it's bearable.
Yeah, I agree.
Where the other one was just like, ugh, like you couldn't even watch it.
Yeah, it was very bad.
I don't know if you guys are willing to talk about this, but also yesterday they announced what the February PlayStation and Xbox games are going to be.
Oh dear, let's go over that. I'll find the PlayStation.
I have them popped up here.
Oh, you do?
Both of them.
Oh, okay.
Can I just say, Xbox One is really starting this year with a fucking turd.
Are you serious?
Yeah, their games are TT Isle of Men, which is a motorcycle racer game, I guess, and Call of Cthulhu, a Xbox One game. And then listen to me when I say the other games they have are Fable Heroes, and Star Wars Battlefront, the first one from 2007 or
What's
whatever.
wrong with that?
The first one on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, on PlayStation 2.
The best.
The one that was on PlayStation 2. Now, let's contrast that with PlayStation, which I think these are some heat games.
Couple of heaters.
We have the BioShock Collection, which is all the BioShock games, BioShock 1, 2, and BioShock Infinite remastered, as well as all the DLCs. Then The Sims 4, which you can really take it I can take it or leave it, but I feel like even The Sims 4 is better than the games that they had. And then Firewall Zero Hour, which I'm hoping they stick with this, where they're giving PlayStation VR games for free as well, because that game is actually really fun.
Can I tell you that I'm triggered?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because do you remember 6 months ago, Sims 4 was on a fire sale for like $5?
Yeah, I bought it too at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm a little triggered.
How long ago?
Like 6 months ago. I could have saved myself $5.
$5, yeah.
Fuck, I should have. Dude, Kylie would have loved that. She used to love Sims.
Well, now download it.
One interesting thing that I noticed that I've looked at back and forth, and they've pretty consistently been doing this with the marketing. PlayStation doesn't seem to talk anywhere about the monetary value of its games. They just say the BioShock Collection and The Sims 4, download now, and then the bonus game of Firewall Zero Hour. And Xbox is like $119 plus in value with 2,400 gamer score, and then it shows like TT Isle of Man is normally $59.99. You get it for free. Call of Cthulhu $39.99.
I feel like they have to do that though. Like that's a tool for them to justify. Like, these games suck, but here you go. Here's why we did it.
I don't really understand because there's a lot of really fucking good games on Xbox One. Like, why are they giving us these shitty ones?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's just not profitable enough for them or something. I don't know. But that's one thing I figured we'd talk about since they were announced, even though that's a kind of a next month thing.
Oh, this is kind of not really related to any sort of media of any kind, but it's only because there's a bunch of memes about it. But do you guys have coronavirus yet?
No, but I've heard so much about coronavirus.
Yeah. So Scott can kind of relate with me on like all the memes because our group thread that we're involved with has been posting some coronavirus memes here and there. My favorite one is the guy that's laying amongst a pile of corona cases. It says, "Sorry, boss, I can't come in today. I came down with the coronavirus." And then there's another one out there that says, like, "Coronavirus, I must be immune to that because it's Modelo time every day for me."
I wonder how much Corona sales have went up.
Or how much it went down, dude. Are you kidding me? I don't want to be associated with Corona.
I feel like people are buying it as a joke.
Yo, the meme community is bigger than the actual community that's seeing the coronavirus.
Oh my god. So I typed in coronavirus meme and it says coronavirus meme Mexico. Damn.
Dude, I love the meme community.
Oh my god. There's a meme that says Corona Beer changes their name to avoid association with the coronavirus outbreak, and it says Ebola Extra. Dude, these memes are off the hook. There's even a Corona bottle with a like a dust mask over itself. Oh, it's so tight. Dude, these memes are off the chain.
I have another tiny piece of news. With Kobe, NBA 2K players are paying respect to Kobe as well. Everyone's wearing Kobe jerseys. Also, at the beginning of a lot of people's games, they're just taking that 24-second shot clock violation online.
Yeah.
Also, if you log in, the main billboard in the game, like on the streets, is Kobe Bryant has a picture of him.
Oh wow, I'll have to check that out.
I saw that that one. It was a bunch of people. I don't know how 2K works, but it was a lot of people. It looked like in like a MMO lobby where they were just like doing the Kobe tribute, like where he used to do like the X above his face and then like go down. They're like doing that.
Yeah,
it's like a line of people.
Yep, exactly. Wearing all Kobe stuff and doing the X thing, and kind of cool.
Interesting.
But
Chris J's just not a gamer.
Well, you don't even know that game, so shut up. I actually played it.
I don't know anything about 2K.
Yeah. You don't know anything about sports.
I do. You guys have anything else you'd like to talk about before we move into the world famous J movie review?
Well, we're going to do a playing, doing, watching.
PDW?
Oh, duh, my bad. Fuck, man. I should be better at guiding this bitch.
Thank you, our host. Anyway.
So, please, Jacob, tell us about what you're PDWing.
Oh, well, I'm actually excited to start this. I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends and World of Warcraft.
I didn't even know anyone still played Apex Legends.
The game's actually been growing a lot. They have like their own tournaments and shit now. But yeah, I mean it's kind of taken over Fortnite. I wouldn't expect normies like everybody else to know, but
is
Apex
Fortnite
is
dead? You think?
I don't know, man.
It's going down. Like
it was funny. Apex just had they're doing this new thing. It's a week long, or I think like 2 weeks long, and every 2 days there's a new event. And one of the events was third person mode, and it was actually pretty nice. But it was definitely like Fortnite, but Apex Legends, because Fortnite's in third person, obviously. It was pretty weird though. But
it's in third person as well.
But see, PUBG is in third person, but when I got really into PUBG when it first came out, and I was into the first person before more than the third person because I played a lot of Counter-Strike at the time. So to me, it was like way more natural.
You play World of Warcraft in first person?
No, that's for fucking normies.
Why is that for normies?
No,
do you understand what a normie is?
Yeah.
You call someone a normie?
Yeah, but it's a derogatory term, so I was trying to use normie.
Are like used for specific things.
Yeah, okay, it's definitely okay. It's not for normies. Actually, what's funny? Do you know the game EverQuest? Have you ever heard of that?
Shut up. We talked about this last week.
I'm just making sure.
We literally talked about, me and you both talked about this last week.
So Scott? Did you ever play EverQuest?
We just didn't. Am I crazy? Didn't we talk about this like last week?
I can't remember if you played it or didn't play it. We did talk about this last week.
Didn't I tell you about the story about I go over to my uncle's and then like
yeah. Did you play it in first person?
I don't specifically remember playing it in first person. I remember playing it in third person.
I think it's funny. Like, we play like nobody plays WoW in first person. It's really weird unless you're trying to get like a camera angle. But yeah, I used to play EverQuest in first person. Like it was normal.
You have to see a lot of the stuff that's going around you.
Yeah, it was just so weird to think that like I never even thought about that. That's how you used to play like other MMOs. You used to play them in first person because it was like your character.
Yeah, and that if you go back and look at the graphics, it's so funny.
Oh, I know, dude. They used to like it was like their faces. It looked like they just took like a picture and just put it on there, like pasted it. It's really weird. But that's what I'm playing. Doing. I haven't really been doing a lot. I've just been trying to, go to work,
dreams,
live my life, and
buying a house.
Well, yeah, didn't I talk about that last week?
This crazy son of a bitch wants to rent a single room of his house once he gets it for $800.
Yeah. Well,
Hope
you know,
it's a
it's
nice
funny. It's actually a really nice fucking
Does
room.
it have a bathroom and a kitchen?
It will have its own bathroom and kitchen.
What?
Maybe just bathroom, but
Okay.
the kitchen is shared. And also, they'll get their own access into their own room, Mr. J.
Okay, so the funniest thing is that every person that I encountered at work right after he told me this, because Panda for some reason,
Not true.
yeah, I would do it. I would do it. He's like, you're
Not true.
stupid for not doing it. And I was like, are you kidding me? I can get a 1-bedroom apartment in Clackamas. It's a local suburb in like the Portland, Oregon area. But I was like, I could get a 1-bedroom apartment for like $1,000. There's no fucking way that I'd pay $800 for a room in a house, especially in Sandy, Oregon, which is like in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh yeah, it's in Sandy, dude. You need to drop it. I didn't even think about the fact that
Yeah,
it's in Sandy.
and I was like,
Dude,
I'm not
it's like
paying.
a fucking 30-minute drive to work.
So anyway,
Bruh.
and I was like, not on your fucking life. I would pay $800 for a single room. I'd pay max $650, and it's better.
Okay, well, we have a coworker that his roommate pays $750 for one single room. Plus, my room, you get your own door
In
from the
Sandy?
outside.
Or
Yeah,
in Portland.
in Sandy.
Yeah.
Plus, access to 0.8 acres of land. Okay, you can have a fucking orgy outside. I wouldn't give a shit.
Okay, well, anyways, so I made that point, and then I continued to ask like several people, and they're like, "What? No, I would never pay $800 for a
No,
room."
no.
And then literally the next person I asked was like, "Really?" And I even phrased it like, "Oh, maybe I might think about doing it," or I phrased it as if it was a good idea. He's like, "No, I would pay like $650 max," and I was like, "Oh my god, that's literally what I just said. Fuck you, Jacob."
Oh my god, dude.
And Jacob,
no.
don't even fucking lie, because I swear to God that exactly the way I'm describing it, it has.
No, he said I would pay more. He's like 800. I would pay 1,200.
Okay, now tell the truth.
Okay, that is exactly what Jay is saying is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But in my defense, he was talking to the cheapest person I know.
Who was it again? Jeff?
It was Big D.
D? Danimal?
Big D. Big D.
Danimaniac?
Huh?
Danimaniac?
Danimac, dude.
Yeah, whatever. You can't say it, but yeah, he agreed with me 100%, and so did everybody else.
No,
except for
he said
Panda.
like maybe he said 650, maybe 700 max.
No, he said 650. Exactly what I said.
No, see, that's where me who's sober, clean, doesn't do drugs, and you who smokes meth every day. That's where we have a little kind of disagreement.
Hey, speaking of meth, I just saw a photo of Sean Weiss from Mighty Ducks. You remember the fat kid?
Oh yeah.
He just got busted for meth, and he looks like a completely different person. He looks like a wrinkled up raisin that had been rolled in dryer lint and then stepped on outside at a bus stop for 3 days. So that's
Sounds a little
gross.
personal.
No, that's just what he looks like, and I feel bad for the dude because apparently he's a really nice guy. Well, was a really nice guy.
Yeah, until he started smoking meth.
Yeah,
Drugs, man.
not even once. Damn. So
Damn.
yeah, that's what Jacob's been doing, trying to buy a house.
Well,
and
can I talk
overcharge
about my
people.
watching?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I was trying to circle
So-
it back around to you.
Oh. Well, anyway, so for my watching, I've been watching this YouTuber. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he basically
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie. Fuck, how could I forget his name? No, not PewDiePie. He's better than PewDiePie. This kid has a grandmother who had Alzheimer's
Oh.
and fell for one of those those Microsoft scams. And so now what he does is he has scammers call him. He has a voice modifier. He actually has like a degree in like computer programming.
He deletes
And he-
their shit.
No, he has computer hackers like call him, pretends to be like an old elderly lady, and will sit at his computer for like 5-6 hours. He'll pretend to be an old lady. Like, dude, they'll like say something, and he'll go on for like 15 minutes. Like he was like one of the guys was like, "Do you have a Walmart next to you?" And he's like, "Oh, we got a Walmart, a Dollar General, a Dollar Tree, a Target. It went on for 15 minutes, and the guy's like, "Madam, madam, madam, stop, madam." And then he's like, "Dollar General," and like after 15 minutes, he goes, "Oh, Dollar General, why didn't you just say so?" Like he just totally fucks with them. And then he basically at the end he's like, "Yeah, I'm actually blah blah blah." He'll use like a fake bank website to pretend like how much money he has and like transfers, and he like explains and goes through like what they do. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a couple different dudes who do that. There's one who I watch because they use TeamViewer and they're not over. I mean, a lot of them aren't overly well versed, so they'll actually, some of them will be like, "Look, you can see my computer," and they'll actually show the hackee, if you will, their computer to like make them trust him. Well, This dude will erase everything on their computer and actually pull it off too and go through all their shit. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. But continue.
The guy's YouTube name is Kitboga, Kitboga. Dude, I've been having a lot of fun watching this, and if you're like really into computers and like you are like really interested in like how like a lot of the software and stuff works and like HTML, like he goes through all that stuff. It's pretty cool. But that's pretty much it.
Mr. J.
So I have been playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's kind of tight. If anybody played Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and liked it, I highly suggest this. Because number one, they've improved the battle, the whole battling, I guess, mechanics of it. You can actually go out, explore this giant map, kind of reminiscent of like the size of a map of like Zelda Breath of the Wild. And then when you go out and find wild Pokemon, you actually get to battle them instead of just like catching them in Let's Go Eevee. The other thing that's really cool is that there's a lot of like different variations of like Pokemon that you can catch. The only downside I would say is that like if you're not too familiar with like the current lineup of Pokemon, it's so fucking hard to know what's what. And like the order is all off now because there's like pre-evolutions now, and I don't know. It's really hard to kind of get down with, but like the leveling system is still grind just like any of the other games. So don't expect like any sort of like easy way to get through the game. It's a total like fair grind. And then the other thing too, there's a lot of like customization of your character, and once you get the bike, it's super easy to ride around and it's really fast. But all in all, so far, I'd give the game like a B plus.
That's on Switch.
Oh yeah.
That's the one game I wish I could play.
Yeah, if you do get Shield, because I have Sword,
okay,
then we can
I
trade
to buy the
Pokemon.
Switch first.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Then I just started watching a couple of different things. You remember how I was ranting and raving about that TV show, The Outsider, on HBO?
Yes.
First 2 episodes fucking rock. Second 2 episodes fucking suck. Like, I just watched the last one, and you know how, like, I feel like, this is going to sound really messed up, but I feel like TV shows, they have to have somebody who's either mentally ill or a savant of some sort in order for somebody, or socially awkward in order to have like some sort of edginess about it, and it just feels like they're trying too hard, and that's what they're doing with one of these characters. Like the character's super socially awkward. She is a savant, like she knows how tall buildings are just by looking at them. She can remember every day. It's like, okay, all right, I don't give a shit. Like let's figure this mystery out. I don't care about this character and all of their quirks. So the grade so far, it went from an A+ for the first 2 episodes down all the way now to like maybe a B-. So it's quickly falling, and we're only 4 episodes in.
That's not good.
It is not good. The concept of it's actually, it left on kind of a cool note though. So I'd still recommend giving it a watch if you have nothing to watch right now, but I doubt that's happening because Curb Your Enthusiasm came out, and that's still smacks, dude. That's an A+ still.
Can I tell you something?
No.
I've been watching a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Ooh, nice.
We're on season 7, I think, and goddamn that show's so goddamn funny.
I know, dude.
Dude, it actually, like, I'm like crying laughing. There's like one scene, it's where it's at the end of season 7. I think it's the season finale. It's the Seinfeld one.
Yeah.
And dude, I don't know why, but I find Funkhauser to be so fucking hilarious.
He's dead now.
Yeah, I know he died. But in the show, like that, there's like one part where he walks up and he tells Jerry Seinfeld this joke, and it's totally vulgar. It's like the first thing he's ever said to Jerry Seinfeld, and it's like about a woman putting like liver in her vagina in order to make her vagina tighter.
Oh my god.
Do you mean dead in real life?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, like the actor died.
Super Dave.
He is that whole just. The fucking shit that happens in that show is so hilarious.
Dude, it's like Seinfeld on steroids. It
Seriously.
really is.
It's funny because each show is basically the same, where at the beginning of the show, they show something, at the end of the show ends up fucking him over.
Yeah. That's kind of... And then the other thing is it's not scripted either. They give like a basic outline of what the episode needs to be, and every actor in there just improvises the whole thing, and it ends up being hilarious.
It's so good.
So real quick, I remember I used to hate that show before I'd even watched it because of the theme music. And I remember my brother telling me, he was like, dude, have you watched that Curb Your Enthusiasm show? And this was like years ago. And I was like, no, man, I'm not watching that. And he was like, why not? Did you even give it a chance? Nah, theme music's annoying. And so then he was like, well, you should at least watch a couple of episodes and see how you like it. It's the guys that made Seinfeld. So then I watched it, and I ended up liking it. And that
queuing that one up, huh?
yeah. And that's it for my playing, doing, and oh wait, no, one last thing. Sorry, there's a Netflix documentary series. It's called Broken, I think it's called, or Broke. Broken. There you go. So it goes over like all these like different like cultural phenomenon and like how they're fucking up society. Like one of them was counterfeit makeup. One of them was the big vaporizer or vape corporation. And then like the third one I think was like cheap furniture. The thing that I thought was weird, because I watched that one last. It starts out by saying there are so many like furniture tip overs every day that kill children. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's a leading killer of children, and like it's at least on the list. But I just thought it was so fucking weird, and it turns out that it's because IKEA makes really shitty cheap furniture, and they're not selling anchors with them, and kids like climb the furniture or the dressers, and it tips over and kills them.
They do now.
Now they do.
Thing. Now all of them have it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a side question?
No.
That brother... Oh, all right, Scott, go ahead. That brother you're talking about, is that the one I met?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I was just curious.
All right, so I suppose it's up to me.
Yeah.
It's all you.
Of course, A Curb is the most recent one I'm currently watching, trying to catch up, because that whole thing you're talking about with the Donald Trump hat is what reinvigorated it and made me want to watch it, and I am not upset. The show's so fucking funny. And then like there's an episode where he ends up firing his lawyer because he's not Jewish.
Yes.
It's so ridiculous. And then just certain like little things, like there's one part where this guy comes into Larry's house and starts just opens his fridge and starts drinking juice, and he's like, you can't just come into someone's house and drink juice. It's off limits. And then Funkhauser's just like, oh no, liquids are game. And he's like, it's just so fucking ridiculous, the social norms. But anyway, so of course watching that, I've been playing Escape from Tarkov, and then I just got back into some Call of Duty. I've been really enjoying Call of Duty, which is fun. But
PC?
No, on PS4. I got an extended stick for the right analog stick, makes it taller. I've never dealt with this. My boy Jeremy told me to do it, and I've been doing terrible. Ever since I got that, I'm much better.
I've seen that also. Do you know those? Do you have one of those controls that has that extra buttons like behind the controller?
No, PlayStation just released one for $25. I'm thinking about adding.
God, that's so crazy. My friend has one of those. He plays a fuck ton of Apex, and he's like, yeah, so I don't have to like let go of the control, like AB, whatever.
It allows you to reload or to crouch at the same time, because normally you'd move your right thumb off the joystick,
yeah,
hit B or square or whatever. But in this case, you don't have to, so you can keep aiming while you're reloading or while you're crouching or whatever.
I felt it and it felt weird, but I'm like, I haven't played a console game since like 360, so it's been a while.
Then I think I said it, but
That was actually perfect.
It's like one of the first times that soundbite actually worked correctly.
Also, that's my jam.
And then Escape from Tarkov, which is blowing up, which is causing a few issues, which is interesting. It's causing a lot of server lag times. They put up 22 servers in the past week trying to offset all these fucking people coming from Twitch. And
how many do they have total?
I don't even know how many. I just know they put 22 online. They've been building back-end shit nonstop because Dr. Disrespect and Shroud and like all these big name YouTubers are playing now, especially Shroud.
Yeah, Shroud's been. It just keeps popping up on my YouTube feed. That's kind of what I brought up to you earlier. Like Tarkov's really been blowing up, like a lot.
Yeah, blowing up a lot, and so it's causing like 20-minute wait times, which before there were like none. And then the other thing, how the game works is each vendor has a certain amount of like inventory they'll get every day. So basically, once all that ammo is sold, then no one else can buy it. But so people are buying it up like crazy and then reselling it on the flea market. And some people are really upset by that. But others like me, I'm like, well, whatever, I think it just forces people to use different guns and different ammo. Just like in the real world, like the ammo you want or the gun you want isn't always going to be available. So you just kind of got to work with what you have. But it has thrown off the economy a little bit. Other than that, I haven't been doing anything else. I've just been watching Curb pretty much and a lot of Frozen with my son.
That's good.
Yeah.
How many times have you watched Frozen? Dude, Jay's on it with the.
Yeah, I know.
Do you guys want to start the review?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Hey, let's start the review. I will start just a tiny bit by saying we're talking about Dumb and Dumber, a film directed by Peter Farrelly. Farrelly, excuse me, my bad. And then, of course, starring Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels. And the last thing I want to say before we get into this is it's also the cinematographer's Mark Irwin, which I found to be interesting. Reason being is that guy's done a couple other movies of similar vein. He did RoboCop 2. He did The Mask, which is a similar kind of movie. He also did Freddy Got Fingered and American Pie.
All right.
So Scary Movie 3. A lot of movies that are like similar. Grandma's Boy. He also did Grandma's Boy. Kind of similar, goofy movies. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. So I just thought that was interesting. But I'll let whoever wants to start about this bad boy.
So let me also just say a couple of things. There's just a quick backstory. I got this movie when it first came out on VHS. And I got it as a Christmas gift. My sister Rosa bought it for me. It was still wrapped up, and I wondered what it was, and she told me that they were fart pills. They would make my farts smell like strawberries. And I was very, very excited to test these things out. The next day I had school, and I opened it, and I was like, what the... Well, I was about to say what the fuck, but back then I probably would have said, what the heck is Dumb and Dumber? And she's like, you just got to watch this movie. It's great. You'll love it. And then I watched it, and I annoyed my entire family along with my brother Mikey, who Jacob knows. But we watched it.
Super cool.
Man, maybe like, God, every week, every month. Like, I've seen this movie so many times. We used to actually, during the opening credits, we knew the order of the names actors.
Oh my god!
So I've seen this movie more times than I can even imagine counting, and this is definitely in my top 5 of all time. This movie is so funny. It's on different levels funny. It was funny enough for children to get a good physical comedy laugh, but the comedy is also cerebral enough for people that are grown-ups to actually really, really get enchanted with. So, without further ado, we should be able to start the review.
Yeah.
Can I start by saying the one thing that this movie does really well is that there's comedy on multiple levels. There's the overtly stupid shit, like for example when Lloyd Christmas falls off the end of the plane gate. Yeah, or when Harry like is shitting. Those are like overtly funny things, but there's also a lot of like really funny shit that's easily missed. Like for example, they want to work odd jobs. They work odd jobs, but they're trying to save up enough money to open a pet store. But the funniest thing about this is it's going to specialize in worm farms, which is something that's really funny.
What do they call it?
Because they're not even pets.
I got worms.
Yeah, and then the other thing, there's another one. What was it? I wrote it down here. That I found to be really funny. That they think that. So the guy goes in and he decapitates the bird,
Yeah.
But one funny thing is they think that his head fell off due to old age.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
They're like, we need to move out of here.
So there's that big funny stuff, but also there's this like little funny stuff that is just like the low-key funny.
Like just like subtly funny where like Lloyd ridicules Harry for getting fired after he just told him he got fired. Like, here, let me see if I can cue that up because it was fucking comedic genius.
One thing I love about them, or it's different about every other movie, is every scene in that it's not just like it ties together. It's just like a bunch of skits that basically lead into a story.
Yeah.
I have the wiki open, and there's some things I wrote down here, but also there's some things on the Wikipedia. But specifically, there's one that talks about how Lloyd gets Harry to come with them. Is he says that the girl will be able to plug them into the social pipeline.
Yeah,
which is a really funny idea as well.
Dude, I know that this is kind of stupid, but at the same time, somebody had recut the original like coming attractions or like movie trailer to depict it as like an Oscar-worthy performance for like Academy Award winner Jim Carrey and Golden Globe nominee Jeff Daniels, and it held up, dude. It looked like a tear-jerking journey of two friends and a testament to their friendship on the road. And I wrote down that the Oscar-worthy performances were definitely when Jim Carrey or Lloyd Christmas gives that he doesn't want to be a nobody anymore monologue. That was really good acting. Like, if you cut out everything else around it and you just watch that part, that had to be like one of the funniest parts.
Dude.
Yeah.
One note I found out too. This is just like a little side note off of like to how like into the acting they got. Jim Carrey's chipped tooth in the thing?
Yeah.
Movie? Did you know he actually had that filled and he got it removed for the movie?
Yeah.
Just because it felt like it made him play the part better.
He actually removed it himself with a fork.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Check this out.
That's so nice. I saw that.
This is an Oscar-worthy performance right here.
No, Lloyd. No. I say we stay here, we hunt for jobs, and we keep saving our money for the worm store. I don't know about you, but I am getting sick and tired of running from creditors. You know what I'm sick and tired of, Harry? I'm sick and tired of having to eke my way through life. Sick and tired of being a nobody.
You can see like the tears welling up in his eyes.
Most of all. I'm sick and tired of having nobody.
Dude, I can see it in my head.
Oh my god.
This is honestly some of the best acting ever because, normally funny, goofy movies don't require you to act that well, but the way that both of these actors do it is so good. I mean, like the whole scene we're in the truck with that like mob guy is so goddamn good because they do such a good job of like acting like they, they're completely oblivious to the fact that this guy fucking loathes them.
Yeah, Mr. Mentalino.
Yeah, it's so good. Like the part where they're trying to dare him to eat one of the hot peppers.
Yeah.
And dude, it's just so funny. They're like, you got to try it, and then they just they start spraying each other with all that ketchup and shit. It's so classic.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
Another fun fact too is actually for that movie, the original people who were supposed to play Harry and Lloyd were Nicolas Cage and Gary Oldman.
Okay, so I was going to talk about that later, but let's go over casting what ifs right now because I wrote a bunch of them down, and that is the weirdest combination I could even think of because those were the first choices.
It wouldn't have even been iconic as it is with those two people.
Imagine.
Well, hear me out. It would have been a good movie. They don't necessarily have the same chemistry as Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey do, but check out how weirder that the casting what ifs get. So Harry Dunn was also thought. I mean, somebody wanted Chris Elliott. Do you know who Chris Elliott is?
No.
So
I'm Googling it, though.
He's like I've seen that guy in a ton of things before, but he was in a Farrelly Brothers movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah. The dude with the small hand from a Scary Movie.
Yeah. That's the guy. He was actually cast to play, or going to be cast to play Harry Dunn. Same thing with Rob Lowe. How weird would that have been? That
Rob
would
Lowe
not
been a
have
weird
fit.
one. I can kind of see Chris Elliott, but not Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe played one of the bad guys in Tommy Boy, though, and he was funny in that. But he was funny as like a really cocky, confident type of funny, not dumb funny. And then for Lloyd Christmas, Martin Short and Steve Martin were also casting what ifs. I think Steve Martin's too old, and same thing with Martin Short. I don't think that those two would have worked at all.
Mm-hmm.
How? So here's my one question: is all those, because this movie was made before I was fucking born. Those other people that were gonna cast for it, are they older than Jim Carrey and
Yes.
They're like significantly, right? Or about like 10 years?
Rob Lowe's like this same age.
Rob Lowe is, and so is Chris Elliott, but Martin Short and Steve Martin are way older.
I just feel like they're a little old for the cast of
Martin
that
Short
movie at the time.
59.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. So
he would have been what, 50, like in his 40s?
Yeah, something like that. Dude, I'm so glad that it ended up being that way for Harry Dunn and Lloyd Christmas. You know what I think is funny? If Lloyd Christmas would have married Mary Swanson, her name would have been Merry Christmas. Isn't that weird?
I never even realized that.
It's so stupid.
I saw that too.
Okay, so what are your guys' favorite scenes from that movie? I have like 10 of them written down.
I think that there's like a lot of really ridiculous scenes in this whole thing. One of my favorite scene, the whole part, is when they're actually driving. And there's one part, this is just a small part, so it's not a scene, but there's one part where he says, according to the map, we've only gone 4 inches.
Yeah.
And I don't, to me, which leads into one of my favorite scenes, which is where they go the wrong way a long ways, and then Lloyd drives off and drives back to Harry, who's sitting there with like on the side of the road with his butt crack hanging out. And there's that whole that interchange where they're talking about how he completely redeems himself.
This one?
Come on! Stop being a baby! So we backtracked a tad!
Tad! A tad, Lloyd! You drove almost a sixth of the way across the country in the wrong direction!
Dude, that part right there was also an Oscar-worthy performance. Like, I can feel the fury built up in Jeff Daniels, and I can feel the hurt that Jim Carrey feels in that moment. And then the part where he finally like shows up, it's also hilarious too. He's like on the moped.
Dude, the bell.
Got room for one more if you still want to go to Aspen.
Where did you find that?
Some kid back in town traded the van for it straight up.
Which is like the all-time
I can get
rip-off.
70 miles to the
Yeah,
gallon
I
on this
know.
hog.
That is a giant hunk of shit. It's a pit bike.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think
Just when I
you
thought
couldn't possibly be any dumber,
Dimmer.
you go and do something.
You go and do
like
something
this.
like this.
And totally,
And totally redeem yourself.
This
The
movie.
best
You don't want to go to Aspen?
Oh yeah, dude. This is
Hell yeah!
This is full of quotables. By the way, I have the part where the lady's like, "Excuse me, you're spraying everywhere." When he's filling up his gas tank. Do you remember that part? It was right before the manly love scene in the bathroom stall. And
Spraying everywhere.
yeah.
Excuse me, but you're spraying everywhere.
And then this is not like quotable, but the part where, do you remember right before the manly love scene, Lloyd knows exactly what's about to happen because he reads it on the bathroom stall and he lets out this shriek.
There's another really good scene where they're driving away after they confront Seabass, and he gets him to buy him like the food and the jerky and shit.
Yeah.
And Harry's like, "Where did you come up with that idea?"
Where'd you come
And
up
he's
with a
just like-
scheme like that? Yeah.
And, yeah, maybe you know the quote, but he says something.
That was genius, Lloyd.
Sheer genius.
I mean, where did you come up with a scam like that?
Saw it in a movie once.
That was incredible. So what happened? So the guy tricks some sucker into picking up his tab and gets away with it scot-free?
No. In the movie, they catch up to him half-mile down the road and slit his throat.
So the other thing about that too is like, yeah, I could pick something up from a movie too, but like never a horror movie. That's so crazy, dude.
Can I ask you guys something?
Yeah.
I want you both to imitate the world's most annoying noise.
Oh my! I couldn't without screaming.
You have to try.
Oh fuck! I can't do it.
I might be able to do it.
Everybody's sleeping.
Let me prepare myself.
Okay. Do you want to hear what it
One
sounds like
person.
first?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
yours?
No,
Yeah.
give us example, and then we'll try.
All right. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I had it queued up, and I guess I don't have it queued up anymore. I'll just play it on my soundboard.
All right, Scott.
I don't know if I should do it because I feel like I have to be loud too. But
Oh my god.
All right, Jacob, you do it.
Are you ready? Dude, I've been practicing. I practiced on the way from work to back to home.
Oh wow.
Wait, play it again?
He's gonna peak so bad.
No, I'm not.
Oh, he took off his headset. Oh my god.
Dude, I've been practicing.
Jesus Christ, I could tell. That was really good.
and actually, you didn't peak. I don't think, or you peaked very little comparatively what you could. have.
Yeah,
I don't
Jay's
think he
right. I
peaked.
took off my headset.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he peaked at all because he took a headset off.
Nice job.
All right,
Um,
Jay.
Also, oh, I can't scream right now.
You've got noise, sound canceling stuff.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
Desperately want to make love to a schoolboy.
Do you remember that part where he had this like monologue like queued up that he was gonna say to Mary Swanson?
Oh, yeah. Do you remember when he said he was gonna attack her like a rapist?
Yeah, I do
There's
remember
some,
that.
there's a few deleted scenes, and I haven't watched them all in a long time. This just reminded me of that. But there's one where they go to this hotel, and they get a hotel in what's basically the like love room or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Lloyd looks at Harry and says, "Harry, if you were a woman, I'd split you like a fire log or something like that."
Yeah, that was, and they were listening to the room next door with a cup.
Yep.
Yeah, so the version I watched didn't have that, but I do remember that part. And then there's also a deleted scene where I want to say it must have been towards the end where Harry says that Mary isn't that great, and he goes, "You take that back," or something like that. But the second time is the best is the lodging that they take up, and they have the honeymoon suite.
Just bring back a lot of memories.
What happened, Harry? Some little filly break your heart?
No, it was a girl.
That's also so quotable, dude. I can't even begin to tell you. Any of these lines are quotable. Don't you agree, Jacob?
I do. Actually, speaking about a lot of quotable lines, I got a little quiz for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, man. It's out of 10 points.
Okay.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah, I have the movie right in front of me, and I just watched it, so I don't know how good I'm gonna do.
Okay. Alt F4, please.
Okay, done.
All right. What did Lloyd say to everyone when trying to give Mary back her briefcase?
Move her to lose it, sister. Are you talking about that, or are you talking about when he first crashed?
I'll give it to you. The answer was, "Excuse me, coming through, move it or lose it, sister."
Okay, well, I just wanted to know what part, and you ruined it. I just wanted to know which part you were talking about, because you just ruined it. I was going to tell you the whole thing, but go on.
You didn't say it, so 0 out of 10.
No, you said I'm going to give it to you, so you gave me the point.
Yeah,
all right.
He got it. He was pretty.
Right.
He didn't know exactly what part.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to do very descriptive.
There's some pretty tough questions in here, man. I've really thought about what I could try to do to fucking stump you. So.
Okay, go on.
Are
you
when they were crying in the presidential suite, what did they wipe their tears with?
Dollar bills.
$100 bills.
Okay, point to Scott.
Oh my god.
$100 bills.
You can't even tell how
it says 100 on the bill, Jay.
Oh my god. I didn't know you were going to be ultra descriptive.
So Scotty in the lead?
Oh, fuck you. Go on.
What color was the car that they pulled up in?
Yellow.
Which one? Which one are you talking about? There's several cars throughout this. Are you talking about the Lamborghini
after they got
Diablo?
all the money?
The Lamborghini?
The red one.
Red?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding! Jay Eastwood with the point.
Okay.
All right.
It's a
True
Lamborghini
or false?
Diablo.
It is. Okay, I was going to say Ferrari, but
you're wrong.
I'm not a car person. True or false? While running away from the gas station, while running away from the gas man, there was a guy peeing in public in the background.
Okay.
It's true or false?
I'm guessing true.
I'm guessing false.
True.
How that I didn't notice that. So good one.
It's pretty funny. I actually watched the top 10 like things from Dumb and Dumber, and I didn't even notice it until I watched that video. What color were the suits they both showed up in for the party?
So Harry wore blue, and then Lloyd wore orange.
Okay. Bonus. How many seats did they pay for?
4.
4.
In case they want seconds.
Okay, party of 4. Okay, good.
He says 500 a seat. He says, "I'll buy 4."
Put us down for 4, just in case we want seconds.
Yeah.
And then he spritzes him in the eye with Banaka.
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
I didn't think you'd get that one.
Is that another one of your questions?
Dude, okay, this one's pretty funny. What would Lloyd do anything for after he first set his eyes on Mary Swanson?
He had that old-fashioned feeling, you do anything to bone her.
Scott?
I don't know it.
Okay, answer was bone her.
That's what he said. You got it right.
But Jay said the whole fucking quote.
Yeah, so
Okay. Okay, what is a bulldog and a Shih Tzu mix called?
Bullshit.
God, dude, he's so good with these.
You know what's funny is like right before that, she goes, "Any unusual breeding?" He goes, "No, mostly doggy style."
Another one of those moments that's like small but funny.
Yeah. Well, he
All
said
right.
nice hooters right before that. He's like, "The owls are beautiful."
Yeah.
This is going back to the world's most annoying noise.
Yeah.
True or false? The world's most annoying noise was improv.
True.
Ooh, I guess that's true.
True. It was. It wasn't even supposed to be in the movie.
And it's one of the most, probably, I think, the most memorable like part of the whole movie.
Dude, it's actually, it became a meme apparently.
I like it a lot.
That one too, yeah.
That's also from the movie. Okay. 2 more questions.
Okay.
What did Lloyd notice on his way out to the bar?
The man
on his way out of the bar.
that he's like, a man stepped on the moon. What a time we live in.
No,
says
he
something
goes,
like that.
"No way, we landed on the moon."
Yeah.
Dude, Jay knows like word for word the fucking quote. We landed on the moon.
I thought you were gonna give me lines and then you're gonna have me finish them.
I have both.
So I memorized the
This is just
movie.
This is just the question part.
Oh, okay.
All right, last question.
Yeah.
What did Lloyd put in Harry's drink before he went out with Mary?
Turbo
I want
Lax.
the exact answer.
Turbo Lax.
How the how the fuck do you know that?
And it says for immediate relief of constipation or something like that on the
Dude,
label.
I literally put that in there. I was like, there's no way he's gonna know what's on the fucking label of the fucking medicine that he spiked his drink with.
It was tea. He put it in the tea.
Yeah,
It was in-
tea.
Oh my god. All right, do you think you can finish some quotes I wrote down for you?
Maybe.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, and this one I'm gonna be Harry. You ready?
Okay.
I can't feel my fingers anymore, Lloyd. They're numb.
They're numb. Wow. Why don't you go ahead and take these extra pair of gloves? My hands are getting kind of sweaty.
I think it says toasty.
He says, "Oh, maybe you should wear these extra gloves. My fingers are starting to get sweaty."
Oh yeah, he got it right on. Yep.
And he goes, "Extra gloves?
You've had extra gloves this whole time? He goes, "Yeah, we're in the Rockies." And then he goes, "I'm going to kill you, Lloyd." He goes, "What?" He goes, "I'm going to kill you."
Dude, that's word for word what he says. Okay, you ready? I'm a Lloyd in this one. You ready?
Okay.
Holy jeez, look at the butt on that.
He works out.
He must work out.
Oh, dude, that's word for word what he says.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? This one's hard.
Okay.
I'm Lloyd in this one. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Okay, we already went over this one. You played it, but I want to see if you get it word for word.
Sure.
Got room for one more if you still want to go to Aspen.
"Oh yeah, bud." Or wait, he said, "Oh yeah." And I can't remember what he says after that.
Nope.
What did he say?
He
No,
goes,
got room for. He says.
"Where did you
something-
find that?"
Where did you find that? Oh,
And then
okay.
he goes,
Okay, I thought you were
"Straight
talking
to the
about.
van."
I thought you were talking about after where he'd said that you couldn't get any dumber. Okay, because where'd you find that? And he goes, "Traded the van for it straight up." He goes, "Just when I think that you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and pull what?"
You missed an entire line.
Uh,
Traded the van for it straight up. I can get 70 miles to the gallon on
yeah.
this hog.
Yeah, I missed that. My bad.
I'm
All
not
right.
going to count that one.
Okay,
He
Dylan.
even emphasizes correctly. He's even emphasizing correct parts.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Dude, okay, this is the one I told you at work today that I didn't think you were going to get. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm Lloyd. You ready?
Okay.
All right. I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day.
He goes, "No way," and he goes, "Yeah, I can." And then he says something like, he starts giving them the odds. He's like 10-1, 5-1, 2-1, and then he goes, "Okay." And he goes, "You're on." He goes, "I don't know how I'm gonna get you, but I'm gonna get you." And he goes,
You got the odds all fucked up.
I can't remember.
He goes, nuh-uh. He goes 3-1. Nope. 5-1. Nope. 10-1.
Oh yeah, it was going
You're
up. Yeah.
It was going the wrong way.
It's going the wrong way. All right. Okay, I didn't get that one.
All right, I only have 2 more. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I'm not Lloyd. I think I'm Harry in this one. You ready?
Okay.
I can't believe we drove around all day and there's not a single job in the area. Not a zip.
Yeah, unless you want to work 40 hours a week.
All right. God damn, dude, you're so good at this. I can't even remember movies this good.
Well,
All right.
I can.
This is the last one.
Okay.
There's 2 of them. One's got a gun.
Hold up. Remind me of the part real quick.
It's when there's 2 people outside of their door.
Oh yeah,
Very beginning of the movie.
and he goes. He grasps his head and he was like, "Did you forget to pay the gas?"
Dude. Oh my god, dude. You watch this movie way too much.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is like top 5, one of my favorite movies of all time.
See, this is why it took me so long to get through the movie. As I was going through this, I was like, I gotta make this interesting. I need Jay to quote all of this and answer these questions.
And then he goes, "Do you realize what you've done?"
These are professionals.
Do you remember the part where he goes to buy a copy of the Rhode Island Slut and he has the old lady in the motorized cart?
Yeah.
And she robbed him because of that crack that he made about senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheels, still slow serve purpose.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. And he says,
dangerous behind the wheel can still serve a purpose.
This part.
I'll be right back. Don't you go dying on me.
So there's a bunch of stuff in this that just didn't age well, and not making it a terrible movie by any means, because let's face it, this is like one of the best movies of all time. But I have a list here. The Yellow Pages. When's the last time you guys used the Yellow Pages?
Years.
Okay. And what about a payphone?
Elementary school, maybe?
What about a
what?
payphone?
Does Google count?
Google does not count. Those are not Yellow Pages.
You can't even find payphones anymore.
Yeah. And I have this listed as kind of, but the sports car, nobody has a Diablo. It is definitely a classic, but man, that was brand new back then. And that thing probably cost like $250,000. The TV.
How much money could have possibly been in that briefcase?
He said it was $275,000 just for that sports car, by the way. So I was actually pretty damn close now that I just remember that. You remember the part where he goes, that's an IOU for a car, $275,000. You might want to hang on to that one. Do you remember that? He goes, "What is this? Where's all the money?" You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
I do, because I just watched it.
The IOU parts?
Yeah, and he's like, "That's as good as money."
Yeah, don't lose that. It's like on a napkin.
What is this? What is this? Where's all the money?
That's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs. Go ahead and add it up. Every cent's accounted for. Look. See this? That's a car. $275,000. Might want to hang on to that one.
The funniest part is when they first stumble upon all that money, they're like, we're just going to take a small loan from the briefcase. And he said something about making IOUs. He's like, every cent's accounted for. Our word is our bond. We're men of our word. Yeah. And then, okay, so the other thing that I think is a little bit dated was the TV programming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but A Current Affair was a real TV show. And they did actually really reference like a lot of like current like true crime like stuff in current events essentially. But they had talked about the Menendez brothers. Jacob, there's no fucking way you know what the Menendez brothers did.
I know about the Menendez brothers.
Yeah?
Yeah. You want me to go over it?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
He's Googling it.
Okay.
What did the Menendez brothers do?
You didn't even say it right. So another.
Here's what I found.
There was also another thing. In the beginning, he was asking for directions, we have our fucking phones to be able to GPS everything everywhere. Now, I understand it was for a purpose, but again, we have directions on our phones or in our cars to do all that for us. And then the last thing, landlines. There are so many fucking landlines in this. It's incredible. They even read newspapers. Like, I can't even remember the last time I read a newspaper. It's all online.
There's one other thing. Also, when you're talking about the news thing, that's on a kitchen TV, and I don't think anyone has a kitchen TV anymore.
You're so right.
Oh, I guess another thing too is when they're in their presidential suite. Did you see what they were watching their movie on? Big ass box TV.
Oh, a CRT, yeah.
And it was a really tiny CRT TV.
Yeah.
Like maybe 18 inches. And a presidential suite that only the fucking
Princess
Queen
Diana,
of
Prince Charles. Yeah. That's crazy,
Just-
dude.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember? Well, I'm sure you do actually, because you had mentioned it earlier. But the scene where Harry's stomach was churning,
Yeah.
right before he almost craps his pants. Have you guys been there before? Have you felt like the stair step, like guts, the way he feels it?
Dude, nobody's there more than you are.
Yes, I have.
This is me every time I come home from work. Struggling to get into the bathroom and about to crap my
Unbuckling your
pants.
belt before you go
this
in.
part.
You know what's funny?
Yes.
Oh no.
It's a good noise.
This last one's great. That sequence lasts for a minute. From the beginning, his stomach starts churning to the like next part of dialogue.
Jay, what's your diagnosis on pooping? What's
It's
it called?
safe toilet syndrome. Don't make fun of me,
Yeah.
it's for real.
So Jay has safe toilet syndrome. Basically, he's well, bitch, and can only poop in safe spots.
I
that
can only
he's
go
deemed,
home.
Yeah.
Let's see what Dr. Oz says.
So whenever he's working, he basically has to go home to poop.
I held my poop in for 4 days at a music festival before.
It's vacation constipation.
I like safe toilet syndrome better.
Yeah. Well, do you guys have any closing thoughts on the movie? Do you guys want to give it a grade?
Oh, I still want to go for a couple more hours.
I know. I feel like we totally could.
I'm going to give it an A+.
Yeah. Easy.
I think that it's probably up there with one of the top 5 movies ever, in my opinion. I know that. And I think that it is probably number 1 comedy for me. It's just, dude, it's so funny. Like we're saying, on multiple levels, the acting's amazing. It has a really funny story that these people like want to open their own pet store, end up finding this briefcase, and it's actually a ransom. Yeah, it's just a really good movie.
Jacob?
I would put it on my probably top 4 comical things to watch in anime. But in all seriousness, it's probably like my top 5 like movies to watch. I really enjoy the movie a lot.
What'd you grade it?
I give it a good like I give I'd watch it, but this is like something I would say seriously, like you need to fucking watch this movie. Like if you haven't watched this movie, your roommate is Patrick Star and you live under a fucking rock.
I definitely give it an A+. This is definitely one of those like Jacob was saying, if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. Just like Scott was saying, there are so many levels of comedy in this movie, and I promise you, if you find somebody, you can find somebody that knows a quote from this movie, whether it's the big gulps, whether it's pills are good, whether it's I'm trying to think, you're spraying everywhere. There's so many things. Right out of the blue, she sends me a John Deere letter. Like, those are all classic parts. So definitely an A+, and a top 5 movie of all time, regardless of the genre, and this punks on Tag.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. Did you say yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, dude. Because Tag was like one of your favorite movies.
Did
I just enlighten you?
What you were saying. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Did you get enlightened?
I don't think it's better than Tag, but I mean, I would put it. It's like the holy grail of comedy. Like,
just admit
like
it.
I think Tag. What?
Just admit that Tag is not as good as Dumb and Dumber.
All right, and thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a good day,
dude. This is on like light years better than Tag.
It's not fair though. You can't put it in the same like it's like in the Hall of Fame of comedy.
I agree.
Currently, my favorite comical movie is Tag, but like it's like one of those things that you're like you can't really compare it to Dumb and Dumber. Like it's in its own league.
Okay, so here's why I think there's nothing that can be compared to Dumb and Dumber. Number 1, it was very, very cleverly written. Number 2, perfect use of montages throughout this movie. I'm on number 3 now. We have not had a buddy comedy or a road trip comedy of this caliber for ages.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, yeah, you're right. Ever. Because like I feel like that's a dying genre. A buddy comedy or like a road trip comedy. People tried. It just doesn't work.
Or The Millers.
Not as good. Road Trip came pretty damn close. That was a good movie.
The Rat Race.
Rat Race had potential, but it did not deliver. Dude, like on many levels, this might even earn an extra plus. It's like A++. This is prime movie watching.
Yeah, I agree.
So, as we kind of round out, I suppose. So we did Riccio. I did Riccio. I selected Riccio. Jay selected this movie. I guess that means Jacob. Do you have a movie that you would like us to watch? Oh no, did he pick Tag? Didn't he?
I picked it for him.
Yeah, we're not going to count that. I just want to let the viewers know a little sneak peek on you're going to watch some or listen to some anime reviews next month.
All right.
No.
At some point.
If you're going to look, I'm going to make this rule. If you're going to make us watch a fucking anime, it actually has to be a good anime. It can't be some bullshit one that's your favorite. It has to be one that's actually like well reviewed.
It's going to be well reviewed. There's going to be minimal titties, and it's going to be great, guys. I think you're going to really like it.
Oh, hey, one quick thing I forgot to mention. So I had a lot of debate with Neb Notlaw about this. But do you remember the part where what's-his-face is peeing into a bottle? Lloyd's peeing into a bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he says when he says, the bottle's almost full and I'm still going?
No, I don't.
Okay,
no.
So I'm going to play it, and I had the captions, or the closed captioning on, and I might have punked myself, because I remember I really debated this with Neb, because I thought I was like I had him dead to rights on this. Let me see if I can find the part real quick. Okay, here we go. Sorry, play.
Uh-oh.
What? What's wrong?
The bottle's almost full. I'm still going.
So stop going.
I can't stop going once I've started. It stings.
So, does he say it stings, or does he say it stays?
I thought he
stings.
said it stings.
Okay, so both of you guys are correct. I thought it said it stays, because I also turned on closed captioning, like, on a clip of it, and it said that it stays. So there's a lot of debate, at least from me.
Stays doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, the urge stays. The urge to pee
No,
stays.
but it stings
No,
when
it
you stop peeing.
stings.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
dude. You're not old enough to understand.
I can stop peeing whenever I want. It doesn't sting.
You also
Okay.
have that weird vacation constipation thing. So
Yeah, so that has nothing to do with my bladder. It has everything to do with my bowels.
You can stop peeing. Like, could you pee halfway, stop, and then like 3 hours later finish?
Yeah.
No,
What the
it's
fuck?
fuking stings.
So
It hurts.
I can't stop going once I've started. It stings.
He says stays. Look at his mouth when he says it. It doesn't.
Stings.
No, it doesn't.
Let me look this up. Dumb and Dumber script.
I can't stop going once I've started. It stings.
He said stings.
It stays.
I have the whole thing here, but I have no idea where this would be.
Who's your friend that did meth?
What?
Yeah, looks like you joined him because
What
you're
are
on
you talking
fucking
about?
drugs. He says stings very clearly.
I don't know about that.
Here it is.
Blue dress, black stripes.
Okay.
You don't remember the dress?
Yeah, it was a Yanni versus Laurel thing too, right?
Yeah.
Everybody says it stings, but it sounds like it says it stays.
I hear stings.
Are you sure?
What's it? He say I can't stop.
Quick, give me another bottle. I can't stop going once I've started. It stings.
I don't know.
That stings.
That's not even in the script. It's literally not in the script.
Oh my god.
In the script, he says, I can't stop once I've already started. You know that. Quick, get me another bottle.
Oh my god.
So it's literally not in the script.
I feel like someone has to actually ask Jim Carrey. Do you say it stays or it stings? I'll ask him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hit him up on Twitter.
I will. And
I
I'll
will.
let you know if he responds. He
Cool.
probably won't, but whatever.
All right, so are you going to tell us this video now, or this movie now, or are you waiting? Because we have to watch it this month.
Yeah. Jacob,
He's gone.
I'm sorry. What was that?
what's the
Are
movie
you
we're
going to tell us
supposed to
the
watch?
movie?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's between 3 right now.
Oh my god, you bitch.
It's
You need to
either
tell
between
us
a movie.
by-
Having you guys watch the first 3 episodes of just an anime series,
No,
or
give us a
No,
movie.
it has
Come
to be
on.
a fucking movie, dude.
why?
We're not going to watch. I'm not going to watch
Just
3
movie
episodes of the
reviews.
anime.
Yeah. What
No,
the
it's
hell?
it's like a comical anime, so you can watch any 3 episodes. They don't relate with each other.
No, dude, just pick a movie.
I don't. Okay, I have
Okay,
to pick
so,
between
yeah.
3 different movies.
We'll get back to us on that. You're picking a movie.
Oh, it's gonna be good though. You guys are
We
gonna
need
like
to
it
know
a
by
lot.
the end of the month.
All right. Fuck.
All right. All right.
All right.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Hey, let's do some shout-outs.
Okay, let's do.
Jacob.
Shout out.
Oh my god,
2.
don't.
Sorry, did I peek?
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to Jackson, Kylie, Axel, Jay's sisters and brothers, Scott, and to my mom and dad. Thank you very much.
Jay?
Shout out to Ben's mom. Shout out Jacob's mother. Shout out to my friend Hitler. It's not the Hitler. It's just my friend.
9.
Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Javad. Shout out to Kid Rock. And also, I want to say shout out to Mikey.
Can I say one more thing?
Oh, and shout out to Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace.
Shout out Kobe. Also, Jackson, you better play more fucking WoW. Okay? I'm good.
Wow.
Hey, shout out my wife. Shout out Patrick, Robbie, Kat, Raven, Jay Henny, Jay Brown, Jeremy. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you on the next episode where hopefully we'll get an actual legitimate recommendation from this fool and not 4 episodes of Naruto. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
This is a great
Good
movie.
ass episode.
I want to watch that movie again, like low key.
Dude, it's so funny. One of
Dude,
the best parts is the "Be Here for Manly Love" starts at 2:15 sharp.
It's just all around amazing.
I really love like the skit kind of thing they did.
By the way, everybody's covered in urine in this. So Lloyd sucking his thumb in the fetal position, and he gets splashed with urine toilet water, and then
Yeah, you noticed that?
yeah, and then Harry also gets splashed with Lloyd's urine when he hands him the beer bottle to hand to the officer.
They probably have an interesting smell to them.
Oh yeah, and they bought one bag.
Said 215.
Yeah, I think it's also funny that Seabass was wearing a hat that said "Wine 'em, dine 'em, 69 'em."
69 'em? I told Kylie, I was like, that's my catchphrase for the rest of the year.
Oh my god!
Do you know
Seabass?
who's dumb and who is dumber?
Oh, you know what I forgot to say during this episode? This movie works way better than any of the sequels because they are two guys that don't know that they're dumb and they're trying to be normal, whereas any of the sequels are, I feel like they're two guys that are trying to be dumb and that aren't trying to be normal. As far as
the funny thing is I truly don't think they're even trying to be normal. They just assume they're normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
why it works.
They think. Yeah, I agree.
Who do you think who's dumb? Who do you think is